What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Hello, I'm Kevin Berchelmann, and welcome to the Brazen Leader. Brazen leadership is about leading boldly and without shame. It's about leading from the front, outwardly and decisively. Every week, we'll get in the trenches here about real leadership, so watch, enjoy, and be brazen.
You know, a lot of times we have trouble with communications. They can be difficult. They really can. You ask 100 employees of 100 different organizations, how do we do with communications? And I can tell you from my experience, 100 out of 100, or at least 98 out of 100 will say, we suck at it, or we're not good at it, or we could get better, or we're a little bit less than satisfactory. Some version of not good. That's just going to be the norm. It always is. Now, that's the easy part. So it's easy to find people who say something's not quite right, and communication's a real common enemy. What's a little more difficult is asking people, so can you define what that means? Can you tell me what communications really means, organizational communications? And can you tell me even further, can you give me an example or two of how we screw it up? Crickets. Don't hear much then, not much at all. Now, I look at communications as a great big hairy beast. Instead of trying to conquer that, let's simplify it. There's two elements or two types, if you will, of communications. There's simple communications, there's complex communications. Complex communications, those are the things that we have to do our job. Have to have it. We've got to do that stuff. We provide data. We provide scientific information. We provide data, metrics. We provide historical performance. We provide all these little things that people need to actually do the job that we're asking them to do. We have to provide that. If we don't provide that, they can't do it. So that's the technical information. The complex information, we're actually pretty good at sharing that for the most part. Because when we don't share that, people immediately fail. They can't do the job. The simple communication, that's the easy stuff, or the simple stuff. Maybe not easy. It's simple because all it takes is talking. It's relationship stuff. It's dialogue. It's one-on-ones that you should be having anyway, right? Scheduled, regular one-on-ones. You should be having with all of your direct reports. So that's simple enough. What we don't do is actually do it well. So the one-on-ones I mentioned are a good way to do it. Staff meetings, another good way to do it. Where updates are provided, those are really good places to do it. Check-ins, hallway chatter, those sorts of things. How you doing? How are the kids? How was the trip to Disney? All those things make up simple communications. Curiously enough, the complex communication sounds hard. The simple communications is where we usually screw it up. That's crazy, isn't it? But that's usually the truth. The stuff that requires zero technical knowledge, we screw it up. So the information that we need to do the job, pretty forthcoming with that. The stuff we need to feel accepted, so employees feel engaged as part of a team, part of the effort, can really jump behind willingly and openly, part of our vision. We don't do that so well. Well, let's get better at it. Complex can't be the only way we communicate. We can back into simple sometimes. You can use complex since we're so good at it. Bring out the complex stuff and then ask people about it. Get them talking about it. How's that work? Is it working for you? Yes or no? What could we do better with that? At least engage in some sort of dialogue that brings that complex into simple and gets people engaged. At least do that. Remember, complex communications, absolutely vital for an organization, but we have to do that or people can't do their job. Simple communications is vital for leadership. Leaders need simple communications between people. That's where the dialogue, that's where relationships are created. Don't forget, do that.